sorry I can't speak much today because I'll be broken down. But I'm going to try my best. It's a little time. I want to thank God for the life of Stephen, Kyefulumya, my brother, my cousin, my best friend, my everything. People don't know what he is to me, but they think he's my brother. I said yes, everything, anything can do. But I want to thank God and tell you that this is more than a brother or cousin or anything, but we are very friend between him and me. And I saw Stephen before than any of you here, because we started to see one another 5 years. When he was 5 years, he was 7, 5, and he was brought to do all the work at home because he was older and a man. So we grew together. I've seen Stephen and Tina since I was 5 up to now. Can you see something there between them? We did everything together from the beginning. Only school, because we used to go to boarding schools and we came back home and then that's it. Because her mother was older than my mother, and she was a midwife in a hospital where we live near, about half a mile to go there. So we used to walk there and there. So Stephen is being half of me, half of him. We do things together. And when I was at Mulago, we shared everything to me and him. So people didn't know he was a good young man. They said, hey, man, you have got your brother, he's so handsome. I said, where's your? I said, you leave me alone with my brother. So I told brother he's busy studying as well. So we went through our life. Even in England here, when he came, we shared everything. He used to tell me everything, and I advised him. I knew he was just a little bit over 2 years ago, pretty much. Women sometimes catch up and men, you know. Did you know that? Yes, we do. He said, no, that one, I don't want you to do it. So I don't. I advise him. You know, I do an argument, it doesn't take away the friendship. Between me and our children, Stephen's children, my children, mingle together. Help my children out. Take the children to good because they want double deckers and everything. I don't have a car. Take my big one. All together. Can you imagine? Even coming in England here, find me here. We run everything here. Marry our wife down there. I just give you a salute. And keeping him for me. And anything, I'm just broken in the customers. Because if I speak, I can't stop. Because I've seen Stephen before any of you. Children, you are born when I saw my brother before. I can't tell the story too long, otherwise I can't tell long. But I thank our family, our parents back home, who grew us up together. When you see us, our mothers, they were together. Together. Maama, this young student was they took me as a child, everything which goes wrong with them would come out and support. So just oneness. That's what I want to give you. Our family, big family, near family, other family, cousins and all this, we must be together. As our mom did, and as we are. And since then, we have been together up to now. I can't say much because I've got too much to say. But I thank God for one thing. I have got hope. This hope that I'm going one day to meet Stephen and rejoice there with the everlasting life and the land where is no sorrow, no cry, no sin. My brother died when he accepted Jesus Christ as his Lord and Savior, and for that I stand and say, oh, otherwise I would be standing here, you know. But thank God. So I'm broken, but I will go there. I know he's in a safe place. I thank the family and everybody who stood with us, mainly Aunt Olivia. Thank you for standing my brother as a wife and a good wife. And I recommended you. Thank God. I fought for you. praise God for the family, my brother's life, and the children. Please, one last thing, stay connected together, as we did. That's the one I can tell. You go to connect with one another, all cousins, as we do. All my cousins, they will all connect. We give all the glory and praise to God and all. In Jesus' name.
Thank you very much. And this is why I'm having to go back to our seat. Thank you very much for that tribute. We really appreciate it. So thank you so much. Thank you. So we continue. We have the grandchildren, Shubi and Kosti, to come forward, please. Please give them a hand as they come.
It's a whole squad of us, so you gotta take this out. So some of us have prepared some things that we want to share. I think just our own stories and anecdotes about our granddad. If I'm to start off by myself, I think our Jaja was someone who mattered to every single one of us. Anything that he would say or do for us mattered because it came from Jaja. And I think that that was something that he was definitely aware of. And in my own memories and recollections of him, I can definitely say that in every encounter that I had with him, he would try to make it meaningful in one way or another. In 2015, myself and my sisters moved in with our grandparents, and for those that have been to our house, obviously it's not massive. So at that point, I think there was like 8 or 9 of us living in like a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom house. So everyone had to fight for their space essentially. And I remember Jaja's room was right next to the room where the piano was. And I must have been up playing like till late and making a lot of noise. And I only realized that I was making a lot of noise for Jaja. So I could hear like the door for his room open. I was like, oh snap, Jaja's coming. And I thought he was going to tell me to like be quiet. But then he came into the room and like he was smiling and I was like, oh. And then he was like, no, keep going, keep going. And for me, I just thought that was just really encouraging because obviously I thought I was going to get a rebuke. But the fact that he was able to encourage me in something that I was passionate about and still am passionate about was really meaningful for me. So that's one of the memories that I have of my Jaja. So.
One of the memories that I have of Jaja is like me, my mom, my dad, and my brother all doing like a walk for Parkinson's for him. The walk was, I wouldn't say it was like fun because it was quite long, but it was really nice to just like support him in that way. And yeah, I'm really glad that my mum like encouraged all of us to do it. So yeah.
I remember the one time when I would always be over at my grandma's house, at Jaja's house, Daddy Jaja, even if it was the smallest thing he tried to help, you know, I'd be trying to climb onto the tables to get plates, and he'd come and he'd help me get the plate down, and it was a simple thing, but he never hesitated to do it, and it was always small things like that that he would help with, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, so I got one thing that my dad couldn't make it want to say. So he said, I first met Daddy 20 years ago. When I think back, I remember him wearing his long black coat and carrying bags in each hand, always remembering to bring something back for the house.
It took some time for Daddy to become comfortable with me, and I think he started to like me when I would try to greet him in Luganda. Eventually, he asked me to sit with him and watch the news and drink Heineken beer. Eventually, my Luganda got much better as I could say a few words to Auntie Jen, Grace, and Mommy. Grace, I never liked that beer, so I would mix it with lemon. I never could tell him I didn't like the beer, as I thought things that brought us together. Watching the news and drinking beer, talk about what was happening in the world. I will never forget you, Daddy. Your son Meldo. Yeah, that's it.
So one thing I think I remember quite fondly was Jaja always had, as I always said, he's always had a sense of humour. And it must have been a time like back when we were still living at Jaja's house, and like his Parkinson's kind of just like started to take effect. And he was asking me, and at the time Darren, the Chicanas, they were still in the UK, and he was asking us to help him change the TV channel, because, I don't know, the TV just seemed to work quite difficultly, so we were trying to help him change the channel. And it was a thing of like, every time we change it, Darren and I would joke between ourselves and be like, oh, that's the one, like pretending that was the channel that Jaja was looking for. And this went on for a little bit, and we were still like looking for the channel, and then Jaja, he just jumps in as well, he's like, oh, that's the one. But it wasn't the right channel, so it was a thing of, he always would like get the jokes quickly and like try and be a part of the joke, and I thought that was always really special. And I think another interesting thing for Jaja was Mommy was telling us how he always adamantly dyed his hair black to keep up the dark hair colour. And I think it's funny because if you know me, I really love to dye my hair different colours, and I would say I probably get that from him. But yeah, he was always very, very special.